on the drive up here on the A82, once we got through Glasgow, the scenery was fantastic. I was driving around Loch Lomond, and it reminded me of the West Highland Way earlier this year, and the kind of the road almost follows the route of the West Highland Way. So, you know, I drove through Tyndrum, where I got the most amazing breakfast while on the West Highland Way, like a real food cafe, and then went through the Bridge of Ochey, where I spent a night wild camping, then through to Glencoe, where we are today. Such a shame I didn't do a video of that trip, because it was one of the best trips I've ever done. And I was just talking to a guy. We walked a little bit of the path to the Hidden Valley, or Lost Valley, depends on which name you want to use. And he was saying he's been all over the Alps and different countries, hiking and climbing, and he said the best time he ever had was the week when he walked the West Highland Way. So if you haven't done it, put it on your bucket list. It's amazing. Just a little shot of the path. Gained a little bit of height, and as you can see, the further you get along the path, the more it becomes hidden. And if we look up that way, you would think you were just really ascending a hill or a mountain, but hopefully oh, nearly fell over then, talking too much. Hopefully there's a valley the other side of this. If there isn't, I'll be bloody disappointed, because I will have gone the wrong way. Hello, how are you doing? How about this for a little shelter? Certainly keep you out the worst of it if you got stuck. Come on. There we have the entrance to the Hidden Valley. Plan is to spend the night there tonight, and we'll see you when we get down there. And there we have it. The Hidden Valley Glencoe, with a very, very pleased Cora. You made up? She seems very excited to be here. What are you doing? She's lost it. Well, we're here, and as you can see, it's beautiful, and this is where we are going to pitch up for the night. It's starting to sleet a little tiny bit. I don't think you can see it on the camera, so I'm going to get the tent up anyway. See you in a minute. So that's us all set up now, and it's quite a nice pitch. What I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you around my tent, because I've made a few minor modifications to my Hillyberg Solo, and I'll just show you what they are. First and most important modification is I've got some Christmas lights on, which you'll see later. Let's hope they light up. But the other thing that I've done to this tent, which I was actually copying off someone who used bungee, but I didn't. I sort of took some parts from an old Lancashire, which is this here, and I fitted these extensions where I can pull that a bit tighter to get the corner nice and tight. But more importantly, and it was quite useful today, is when you're on really rocky ground, sometimes it can be hard to find a place to get your peg in. I'll just spin the camera around and show you the famous Hidden Valley of Glencoe. So we're just going to have a little walk around now and see what's what. I'll see you soon. So if you can hear, there's an echo in the valley, and Cora is barking, and then she hears the echo coming back and thinks it's another dog barking at her. So she spent the last 5 minutes or so barking at herself. You daft bugger. I don't know if the GoPro's picking up the echo, but it's absolutely hilarious, this. Cora, come here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, you good girl. Hello. Why are you barking at yourself? Hey? You're soft, aren't you? Hey? Hey, what you doing barking at your own bloody echo? Come on. Sit down. Yeah. Sit. you have a little look at what our Cora's got on there, and it's a possum fleece suit, and it covers her legs, and it keeps her lovely and warm, and it also keeps her clean. Now we use it in the tent more than outside, but if there was a lot of snow and it was freezing, I'd keep it on her to keep her warm, because she had her coat cut not that long ago. And just wanted to say a big thank you to the lady who got it to us in time for our trip up here to Glencoe. And she's lovely and warm, although I wish she wouldn't lay on the grass with her head. And she's after a tummy tickle. There we go. But they are, they're called possum, but actually these fleece suits are awesome, and I can highly recommend it. I'll leave a link in my description of where you can get one if you want to. A really reasonable price as well. So I think it's time for tea, and here's Cora keeping a close eye on the Expedition Foods beef and potato hot pot. Whenever I move it, her head will follow. I've had these before, they're really nice, so I'm not going to torture you with watching me eat a spoonful on video. I'm just going to tuck into it, and I'll speak to you soon. Ciao. Morning. Don't know if the camera's working or not. But that was a cold one. There's a sort of smattering of snow out there, and just showing me flight. It's ice on the inside. Cora wasn't well in the night, unfortunately. She'd vomited a couple of times, so I was able to clean it up because she was kind of in the porch when she did that, so that was okay. But hopefully she's okay. I think it was because she was messing about with that dead deer. We're going to pack up soon and be on our way down. Hopefully it won't be too icy, and I'll see you in a bit. Ta-ra. Just to demonstrate how cold it is, there's Cora's water bowl, and this is her water that was inside of it, just inside the vestibule in the tent. I think she might need some fresh. Unfortunately, the Sea to Summit water cell, which I'll just show you. If you listen to it, still a bit of water, but plenty of ice cubes in it. So chilly one. However, I don't think Cora's happy. She needs some water, so I'll have to go and sort that now. Right then, that's us all packed up. I'm hoping this is working because the screen's gone a bit on me GoPro. I don't know if it's the cold or memory, but as always, leave no trace. A nice footprint there of the tent. And we're going to head on off down that way. It's a bit unsurprisingly icy in places. Beautiful though, isn't it? And look at that, what a place to camp. That was actually the most beautiful place I think I've ever camped, and coming in winter, it's just enhanced it because I was the only person there. Felt really isolated, freezing cold, which I love. But it's time to go home and back into work tomorrow. So best keep on climbing up out of this valley and then down the other side. I thought I'd give you a look at the options, because when you get across the river coming up, there's a bit of a scramble, and the way I went was up here, and I just kind of followed that line up to the top, which was okay. But what you can't see is there's a little tight bit at the top, which found it a little bit off-putting with a backpack. So coming down, I decided to take this, which I think would actually be the easiest scramble up as well, which is just there, and it's just up into those rocks there. If you're really small, you might fit into the gap between those two boulders. But I just thought it might be of interest for people who are coming up, so you can plan ahead. Anyway, we're making our way back down here now. Cora's patiently waiting for me. Well, it's total change of scenery when you get to the other side, because you actually go through this small wooded section down there to a very helpful but not very dog friendly metal bridge. I did see Blue on a video with their bushman just running down the sides. Unfortunately, Cora's not quite that brave. Right, so now we're on to the planked section, or as I like to call it, if you like your mountain bikes, the North Shore bit, which is quite useful because, boy, there's a buggy either side of this. Come on. Stay there. Stay. Now these are really difficult for little Cora with her feet, because the grates are quite wide, so I'm going to have to give her a little bit of a carry. I think she hasn't quite got enough about her to climb. Well, that's another trip done. Really enjoyed the Hidden Valley of Glencoe. Fantastic place, one of the most beautiful campsites I've ever had. Just sat there in the middle of the valley on my own. Temperatures dropped last night, ice in the tent. It was fantastic. Hope you enjoyed the video. Anyway, I'd like to wish you all a happy Christmas and a wonderful new year. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please subscribe and click the like button, and I'll see you in the new year. Bye now.